I hope we're live. Hello! You've probably just seen the live video update. This is pretty much going to be more of the same. I am going to sort out these two boards, see what else is going on. This is the fire alarm. I don't even know what's in this one. What's in here? Spare server RAM. So that is good stuff I want to keep. I will place that here. What's in here? This is... oh, it's an old Dell wireless card. Low profile. It's not a G4610 as it says it is. I think this is from the in-laws Dell PC. I will keep that for now. These are two hard drives, WD Blue hard drives. And I know they are because I put them in there last night. One's a 320 and one is a 250, so they're just going to stay boxed. That's my OpenSUSY Live CD from Linux format, which is always useful. HD camera, this is going on eBay, everyone, if you want that. It's another WD Blue, which is coming out the way. We have eSATA headers. These were for this, but they aren't going to go in it anymore. I will just put that aside in a second. These are the two dead motherboards. So these are the Xeon boards that well, they're actually 775, socket 775 Core 2 Duo, Core 2 Quads. Really nice motherboard. Quite like them, except they only take 4 gig of RAM, which wasn't enough at the time. Well, it was fine at the time. It's all I had. I've now got 8 to pain. And I've modified the sockets, so if I open this, you'll see the tabs are cut off in here. They don't work. That was the original one I had. Very good condition, not a problem. This is the replacement that I bought, and you can see the tarnishing, the actual, well, rust. It's almost like rust on here, on there. The whole board has kind of got a strange malady about it. So I'm going to put those aside a second. I'm going to basically get the soldering iron out and take some bits off them. I did blog about wanting to muck about with these. That's exactly where they're going to get them from now. So they're over there. Ancient programming box. This is from like the 1990s. I'm not sure why that's there. We've got an unpadded box, which is perfect to put stuff in. So I have got spare SATA connectors, spare cables, spare bits. 1 second. Hello. I love a phone call when you told someone don't phone me, but never mind. This was a very old book that I was reading. 1993. It's a good book though on Pascal. So that was that. Blank piece of paper. These are just pieces of stuff, pieces of craft. And this is the floppy drive. So this is actually meant to go in that machine. It's the update. That noise, that classic. Oh, sexy. I love having a floppy drive. So we'll just plonk that in there. That's that in there. Done. Got some carrier bags we can use later. That's another box for storage. We have a padded box with some memory in it and an old processor. What's that? Intel Celeron 450. Fair enough. 2 sticks of 1GB DDR2 and 2 sticks of 2GB DDR2. to which I'll add my IDE hard drive and slide this out of my way. Another box for storage. They're both for storage. That's right back. This was a hard drive I was sorting out with the file server. And there are the thumb screws. This is for removing thermal paste along with that. There me isopropyl alcohol is there. I've got a case, I've got my screwdriver set. Let's put those up there for now. Memory sticks everywhere. That's the wife's, not mine. What's this? Network cable tester. Oh, this came out of the 66-piece tool set. So, if you haven't seen this being reviewed, it is reviewed on a previous video. You can have a check of that. That's down there. Nothing in that. Okay, so we're cooking with gas. Here's something else I need to review. We'll get to that later. That's a cable I use for jumping 2 jumpers if I need to. Put that there, put that there, put that there. Let's now turn power on. It turns straight on, it shouldn't do that. The keyboard is this one here, you can just see in shot. There we go. So, if I tilt this, it's going to make a horrible noise. This is the machine, so we've got 3 discs in there at the moment. We've got the IDE, what the hell? Hang on. Yeah, so we've got the IDE optical drive, we've got the boot drive, which is a SATA, and we've got a data drive, which is a Seagate, 500GB Seagate, which I've had ages for this project, but I don't have a pair for it, I don't have a matching pair. The best I've got is a 160GB Seagate here, and this one, this hard drive here, came out of my in-laws' PC. So it's second hand really, which is not great. Let's have a coffee. It's better. That's making a big dimple on my thing. Okay, I have an Arduino in sight. This is missing an LED. There it is. It's the LED. This was actually a chap at work wanted a whoa. Right, well they've lifted off there. There we go. So it counts time. So you've got seconds, minutes, hours. But what you can't see just off camera is this has lifted completely off the board. I need to solder that back on. Toot sweet. 2 seconds. Okay, I'm apparently hearing things. She's not shouting me. Okay, the machine is up. We're ready to go. Can I remember the password? Yes, I can. Okay, so we're going to list the devices. So I've only got that showing up as SCSI, which is a bit odd. Where's the SATA drive? That's memory. That's memory. That's the ISA serial port. We've got IDEs. So IDE number 1 is the MCP55 SATA controller, which I find a bit odd. Driver equals SATA NV. It must be right, I think. I don't see the disks though. So let's do it again. So ls/dev disk/by not boot by -id. That's the wrong. It's not very useful. So I know the 500 is SDA, and I know that is already in a Z pool. SDB is the Hitachi, which is my boot disk. So that means SDC, which is not listed here. So there is no other Seagate there. Am I reading that right? No. So this is strange. So we've got the ST3100318AS, which I know is this other Seagate, as SDC, and I also have. Oh, that's. Oh, sorry. Yeah, these are the disk IDs, but these are the other identities within the system. So that's SDA, SDC, SDC. So we have SDC completely blank, which is here. Do I want to create another pool on it? I don't think I do. I don't know what I want to do with it. I want some more storage space, but I might shut this down, get the other motherboard over, and see what I can do. So sudo shutdown-p now. Down it comes. Let's get the screwdrivers. There they are. Lower this down. So, sorry, just make myself some space. So I know that is totally blank. In fact, I vaguely remember zeroing it all off. So, move the books. Cut the power. Just power it through. Right then. That's the power for that. That's the power for that. This is my hacked on solution for the power. That's the VGA gone. So there's the VGA card, which is an NVIDIA 850 or 8500. 8500. I'm going to sneeze. I do apologise in advance. Power here. There it is. I knew it was coming. There we go. That's my SATA. Just one tip. I always mark a SATA with a cross. That's my boot drive, so I know it's my boot drive. It's easier to even write on it. You know, boot drive, whatever you want. I'm not actually statically grounded right now, but I'm stood on a plastic mat, a rubber mat, you know, an insulated mat. So I'm not stood up, I'm sat down, as you can tell. This is the extra power for this motherboard, and they are all the front panel connectors. Out you come. The front panel connectors can all go squidgering out the way. Remove that. And this is the IDE cable, which is really rather stiff. There we go, that's gone. Now let's lift that up. Get the power header off. There we go. The ATX power header is off. All the power cables tucked out of the way. I can't reach that one from here, but I will start undoing the screws. So, network gone and keyboard gone before I forget. What time are we at? 20 past 2. There we go, that's one. And here's my top tip. Get a neodymium magnet and stick your screws to it when you're fancying around. These are the USB headers, they can go out of the way. There's actually an optical disc here. That's the driver for that SATA header thing. So this is a proper lash job. You can see the fan didn't have anything to hold it on, so I've pushed the match through, burnt match. I burned it off. Push the match through, push the thing through, and then I can toggle it around to hold a fan in place. This is a repurposed case fan because the controller fan for the front side bus, the Southbridge chipset was just AWOL. I'm gonna, whoops, take my memory out. There's the memory. So this is donated by my friendly IT folks at work, 2 sticks for 2 GB. And then screw. I want to just take the bottom screws out because I can't actually lay this down, and this is a junk motherboard. It's going in the bin as well after this. I don't think anyone would thank me for trying to eBay this with 2 broken RAM slots, but if I leave it hanging by the top screws, we should be good to then just pull it out. And that screw doesn't want to come out, it feels like it's out. As does that one. Okay, top screw number 1. Just visually check there's no others I can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is another one at the bottom that I have missed. There's that screw gone. And it literally, of all the places it could go, it went out of sight. So this is a full height ATX board. The one that's actually going in isn't full height at all. It's just a little one. Hello viewer, whoever you are. You can say hello in the chat. I am here watching-ish. Let's take this one out. The cooler, in case you're wondering, this cooler is a Tunic 120. This is not a magnetic screw. That's a bit random. It's a nylon headed screw. But it'll stick on there. Okay, last screw. So I'm going to support everything. Oh, what a muck up. Come on. Okay, that's the final screw. Get it out of the way. Hi Velly, how are you, buddy? There we go. Well, that can't have been good. You see that? It's taken the case. That's taken the case screw. That's completely ruined the thread in there. That's not good. I'll put that down there. I have no recollection where those 2 nylon screws came from, but there are 2 of them. And there's another one there, look. That's why that one wouldn't come out. This is pretty bad. That's not going to move. That one can stay. I don't care. I really don't care. So let's get the motherboard out. Sorry, the processor rather, out of here. Oh, horrible noise coming up. There we go. There we go. And there's my lovely golden heatsink compound that I use. No Arctic silver cheapness for me. That was a tiny blob and it's gone on there really quite well. It's done quite a good job there. And there's my back plate. So let's just be certain that is a motherboard backplate. That is a motherboard I/O shield. I am very tired of people calling that a backplate. That's a backplate. That's an I/O shield. Just to be certain. Okay. Isopropyl alcohol. I'm going to get rid of this messy yuck. That's one lot. And the next lot will be this. How does what? Sorry, let me just read what Belly said. How does she carry it? How does she carry what? What do you mean, mate? Je ne comprends pas. What do you mean, buddy? How does she carry it? I'm not sure what that means. Well, there we go. Let's take this out of here. So this is a Xeon E5420. That's a Xeon. And obviously this is just a standard 775 motherboard. And what we've got on the back, you can just see there, is the conversion sticker. You can just see it. Let's just take that off there as well. There we go. So that's my lovely gold heatsink compound gone. The great thing about this motherboard was when I bought this was actually mine for a Core 2 quad. It's got dual gigabyte LAN, so I could combine them together. This was the motherboard that earned me the most money in EVE Online. But as I said earlier in my State of the Channel vlog, the black ones are broken. So junk pile. Big bang. Boop. Right. Back in here. Put that back over there. We want the heatsink. We don't want the processor. So let's get the replacement. Here we are. Okay, this is an eBay purchase, and we have a Core 2 Duo E6750. Okay. We'll see what is in the chemical. Can you see it? Isopropanol. So it's an alcohol. Okay. And I normally have it in this little box, but as you can see, I've run out, so I'm using my big bottle. I don't recommend, if you're buying this, don't buy large amounts of this, because it's used in making drugs and other naughty things, and the police and the customs and people like that really check up on who you are and what you're doing if you order 10 tons of this. I've had this 6 months and I've used that much, and I am doing this all the time. I've washed whole machines down in this stuff, so it's really not required. You just need a little one. I'm looking for anything to brush this down with now. Where is my brush? My brush has gone AWOL. There it is. Need a brush. This is second hand, obviously. I'm just trying to get the dust off it. Okay. Looks good. A book, a non-conductive book. And we're going to turn this around. What have we got? USB headers, SATA headers, IDE, floppy drive, memory locations. Everything looks fine. Everything looks okay. So, first things first, we want the ATX header. Okay, I'm going to plug that in just there. And the next thing we want is the auxiliary PC header. Plug that in just there. Now we want the VGA. Just there. Here we go. Oop. Okay, that's a bit wobbly. Okay, not going to use that. Just need to put heatsink on. So this is the processor that came with it. Thermal paste. Thermal paste. This is just a generic thermal grease. Range. It doesn't actually say. Thermal resistance 0.0017 degrees per inch, cubic inch. So it doesn't resist heat at all, basically. That's memory stick 1. And that's memory stick 2. They're in the yellow, they're paired up. These are DDR2, so they're paired. I'm not going to put any thermal paste on there yet. I'm just going to sit this on top, like that. Let's get a boot stick. There's a boot stick. Put it in there. And a keyboard. And plug it in there. Power is on. Power is on. There's no indicator lights on this, I don't think. There's nothing to tell me it's on. So, front panel. Power. No. Doesn't want to power up. Dope. No power. 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 It's all good. Power. Okay. The fan hasn't come on. I don't think. And it is on the screen. Let me bring this up. Memory test. So F2 for multi-threading. Fan's on now. Core 2 Duo E6750 at 2.66 gigahertz. This may be how I leave this for a while. I don't think I'm going to put the Xeon in it immediately. So we have 2 sets of 2 gigahertz. This is fine. I'm happy that's come on. I need to exit. I need to cut the power. Take this all apart. Now I need to fit that properly. That was literally just a test that it would boot up. And it has. See, it's posted. That's enough of a test for me right now. Lift this off. Lift this off. Lift this off. How are you anyway, Veli? How have you been getting on? I've not seen you in ages because I've not been online, buddy. I haven't got the chat up in the video chat page yet, so no one can see it. So obviously this is a Core 2 Duo. In fact, let me just bring this up. And we will go to arc.intel.com and we're going to look up what the hell did I say it was? 6750. So this is a 2007 processor, 65 nanometer, 2 cores, 2.66 gigahertz, 4 megabyte L2, 133 front side bus, 650 wattage TDP, socket 775, blah 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 blah. Turbo boost, no. Hyperthreading, no. So they're 2 real cores. There is virtualization. It is 64-bit. It does have idle state. It's good. The fact that it came with a processor, I chose to buy this with a processor because it avoided the issue of, are the pins damaged? They're quite clearly still there, which is good. Let me turn that off. Okay, let's go back to my tinkering. Where is the back plate? There's the back plate. Thermal paste. That's it. Just a tiny blob, dead center. That's my way of doing it. And let's line this up underneath. There we go. So I'll place that down. Which way around I want this to be? I really want it to be that way. And line up the holes. That's 2. And that's 2. And I'm screwing them in just at opposite corners. So I'll screw these corners in and then those corners in. So those corners and then these corners, so that I don't over tighten it and it goes down nice and evenly. This one isn't in yet. It is now. Okay, that's it. Just a couple of fingers tight. That's it. I don't want to over tighten it. Done. It's done. So that's on. I can now hold the motherboard by it. It's fairly robust for that. Let's put that in there. Okay, now it's a soak test. I am not fitting it in there yet. It's staying here. And I want to run a full soak test. And I don't just want to run it with this memory. So that memory's good. I want to get the other gigabytes of memory I've got. Which are these. What time we're at? 20 more minutes. Right, Belly. There was someone here a minute ago, but it's just you now, buddy. So we've got to find the ATX power header. On it goes. And the auxiliary CPU header. And on that goes. And I'm going to fit this memory on its own first and just retest. Because I don't know this memory. I actually got this from a friend of mine. So they should be a perfectly fine matched pair, but they're going to be 2 sets of 2. Power's off there. Keyboard in there, VGA in there. So the other advantages of this frontside bus is that this is passively cooled. There's no need for a fan on it like the other ones, so no need to re-employ my fan hackery. And it has the onboard graphics, so there's no graphics card here. So hopefully that's far less power for me to pay for. And on. Another drink. Okay. I need to bring it up. Preparing setup. You can actually read this better than I can. Let's turn it towards you guys. So we've got the right date and the wrong time. 14:41. No thanks, Doc. We have 4 gigabytes of memory in. Instead of 4096 though, we've got 4087. I'd expect 4096. Wouldn't you guys? 4096. So yeah, it's adding the 640 base memory onto 485. So dodgy. We'll see. Advanced BIOS features. First boot device, CD-ROM. I make the first boot device the hard disk. The second, actually I won't. I'll make it the USB. USB FDD, USB zip, USB CD-ROM. I'll just make it USB HDD, which has disappeared again. There it is. Then I'll make it the hard disk as like CD-ROM, because I will need to boot the stuff first. And then the hard disk. This isn't in alphabetical order. This is really kind of weird. Password at setup. Ask password when enter setup. Well, it doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. Smart capability enabled. I want smart. Yeah. I want to know about that. I don't want to limit the CPU because we're not an old operating system. When disabled, forces NX features flag to 0. So that's a no execute memory protect flag. I want to keep that. Enabling CPU center state. Yes, this is thermal throttling. That's fine. Virtualization is on, which is good. I possibly want to virtualize on it. The internal graphics is the first display because I'm not putting the other card back in. Enable VGA. Always enable the onboard VGA. Onboard chips buffer. That might be why there's a piece of memory missing. It's dedicated to some internal graphics card. I only need 1 megabyte of memory, which is fine because it's literally a text-based server. Integrated peripherals. SATA RAID is off at the moment. USB is on. LAN is on. LAN boot ROM is off. That's good. I don't want that. I want to LAN boot. Power management, instant off. Power event key. I'll leave them off for now. Okay, and save and exit. Yes. It's interesting, this board, because we've got a PCI 16 times, 2 old PCI Express 16, 2 PCI, and then we've got a PCI Express 8. Okay, memory test. And we'll do F2. So we've got 2667 megahertz, 32B mode, not 64-bit. Okay. This isn't starting to test. Why? It can't test this memory, I don't think. It is still flashing, it's alive, but this memory is not happy. This memory was in the damaged motherboard before. I wonder if it's got damaged. It's locked up. It's completely locked up. Power off. Power on. And touch. There we go. It's weird, I don't hear this power on, I hear the CD drive power on. I know. That's weird. Storage device, blah, 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 USB. English. Test memory. F2. 4093 mega memory, but it has come up to start working now. I think these memory sticks are bad. Oh dear me. Okay, we're just going to let that run literally for 5 minutes. So, any questions, anyone? No, Veli's gone, never mind. Yeah, this is bad memory. Really, really bad memory. Okay, there is a solution to bad memory. Chuck it in the bin. So, dead, bin, broken, rubbish. Let's put these 2 back in. They're in. Touch this. There we go. Coming on. There we go, that's running straight away, memory test. Let's reboot the whole machine. Into here. Power management, powering. I want to look for anything about I want anything about, this is the PC health. CPU tube warning temperature. Let's put that on 80. CPU fan failure warning enabled. System fan failure warning disabled. There isn't one at the moment. Smart fan method auto. Intel QST. And then smart fan by PWM. And let's save and exit. Yep. It's coming back on. Fan is working. test memory, 2 cores. Have I been sorted? No, it's coming up eventually. Don't think this board's that happy. I think I've been sold a slight duffin from eBay. Not sure. Is there another header? Is there a fan header anywhere I can just plug straight onto? Probably shouldn't, but I'll have a look. I don't actually see another fan header. Buzzer there. That isn't running, is it? Let's move these to the other slot. Like that. I don't see another fan header. This is really annoying. I do. Spotted it. It's down there. So. One on there. English. Test memory. Running failsafe mode. Go on. So all failsafe is doing is there's no detection being used. It's not using the on-chip settings. And that's it. Time up. We are out of here. So thank you, Veli, for dropping by. To everybody else on the channel, watch the channel update. I'll see you soon. There'll be lots more information, and we'll hopefully get this machine working. Bye.